Good morning, Jaimee Rogers.
Good morning, guys.
What
How
are we going
you?
to burn with first?
Well, we've got plenty to talk about, particularly in the NRL, because it's certainly been an interesting 24 hours from Tuesday night at the judiciary to yesterday with Mitchell Pearce being a late call-up for Nathan Cleary. So on Mitchell Pearce, let's start with you, Loz. How do you feel about him being recalled to the side?
I think it's a great decision. I think that he was the only player they could have brought in, with Nathan being ruled out with injury, and I think he will handle it a lot better this time around than ever before.
Do you think he's under more pressure than ever before?
No. I think the only time he'll feel under pressure is if the game's in the balance with 10 to 8 minutes to go, it's tight, or New South Wales behind. I think then he may have some demons and maybe think, well, I'm not the player here that can get the job done. Subconsciously, he may think that, or he might be thinking, this is my moment, this is my time, this is to shut everyone up.
Yeah, he said a couple of negative things, Jaimee, at the opening press conference. Hopefully he got that out of the way. He said, look, if we get beat, I know I'll get the blame, right? I wouldn't like to see him thinking that from now on in. I think it's okay to clear the air there because the media are going to ask that sort of question. But from now on in, we're not losing. We take a leaf out of Kevy's book. We're not losing. We'll be winning. And hopefully I'll be man of the match.
Get the coach whisperer in.
Get the coach whisperer.
Yeah. Well, Tarek Sims out. David Klemmer is now in. The Blues a better side with Klemmer in it?
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
I think another big body in this team, and that's not having anything against Tarek Sims. I just think David Klemmer needed to be in that team. Sims could have stayed in. Someone else could have gone out. But with Klemmer in, New South Wales are a lot better team.
It was a blue not to have him there in the first place. So it's worked out well for Freddie. I'm not saying they would have won with Tarek anyway. But, he's the best forward. I keep saying, mate, if Steve Smith's out of that cricket lineup, you bring a bloke in, he makes 100. Good, mate. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Back on the bench, Steve Smith's back in. Same thing with Dave Klemmer. Best forward game one. 200 metres for Newcastle the other day. Straight back in. You'll get your turn, Tarek.
Yeah.
Dave's our man.
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted by it.
Yeah, I was too. I was stunned. And I thought they would have left out Saifidi, to be honest with you.
Sure.
And then went with the more
he's got
mobile
plenty
bench.
Of games coming up.
But, yeah, exactly right. I thought that they missed a trick there, but now he's in. All good.
That's right.
And just quickly, do you think that the Blue side would feel any sense of uncertainty with these changes made a week out from the game?
No, they've still got 3 or 4 sessions to get it right, and they've played together.
Enough.
Yeah.
They're still going to have more sessions than they had in Perth for game 2.
Pearce coming back, play with Maloney. He'll add something, and Klemmer, we know what his job will be.
Well, Queensland, they've confirmed Cameron Munster at fullback, Corey Norman in 5'8". What do you make of this combination?
I like it. I think that Munster will be more dangerous with the ball, and I think Corey Norman's a bit like Jimmy Maloney because he won't give a rat's if he makes an error. Some players come into Origin, if they make a mistake, they get frustrated by it, and it plays on their mind. Corey strikes me as a guy that will wipe it straight away and just get on with what he needs to do in the next play.
The norm always lands on his feet. He'll play some footy, and I think Cameron's going to be more dangerous probably at the fullback position, popping up in the middle of the ruck, than he is trying to call the plays.
He's not a ball player.
Nah.
Cameron Munster, he's a runner.
He's good wherever he plays, right? But I just think you're more to worry about him out the back.
Yeah, I think he's more dangerous through the middle of the field.
Boys, concussion concerns has been a big speak of debate this past few weeks, and it's come out that NRL and clubs could face class action over head knocks. How much harm could this lawsuit do to the game, even if it is unsuccessful?
Oh, obviously, financially, the game would take a hit. And then there could be some division with players and ex-players on what the right thing to do is. Whether you sue the game, you play the game because you know that you can be at risk of suffering head knocks, and you sign up to do that. Why take advantage of that? Why take the game to court?
Yeah, it's a complicated one, Jaimee and Loz, because everyone will go to the NFL thing, but the NFL was not proved, but they put $1 billion aside because they knew they were ignoring evidence, right, about head knocks and concussion and the effects it had on players. Where, to my knowledge, the National Rugby League, I don't think there's no evidence there that they've been ignoring anything. In fact, they're doing everything
they've been
possible.
quite proactive about
it. That's the difference between the two cases I see it. So that $1 billion war chest was set aside for the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the world of tennis, guys. And Sam Groth has given Serena Williams a pretty big roasting in the Daily Telegraph today for not acknowledging Ash Barty as world number one. Considering Serena is one of the most recognised athletes in the world, surely that comes with a responsibility to promote and pump up the game, which includes knowing who your number one is. Is this do you think, an oversight by Serena or an intentionally?
Intentional.
Intentional, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that cute little girl from down under.
She knows what she's doing.
It wasn't exactly like that, but it was a little bit like. She knew exactly. She's still the queen bee.
You just couldn't imagine Roger Federer doing something like that, could you?
No, he'd pay his respects and say how great it is. Someone has an opportunity to be the new number one in the game. Serena, I think she just dismisses everyone, doesn't she? It's all about Serena. It's all about her brand.
It is all about brand Serena, not brand tennis.
100%.
Good on you, Jaimee.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week.
No, you enjoy your weekend.
I will, and you enjoy yours.
I will.
No. You enjoy yours, and Terry, you enjoy yours.
Because Loz's weekend actually starts on Thursday. He goes off a day early.
So does mine.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No, that can only lead to disappointment.
Now. Yeah.
No, it can only lead to disappointment, I reckon. But
Sputnik's getting nervous, mate.
Yeah, I know. I can tell the time.